What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the On The Gas show, and we are back with another video, guys. Today is gonna be a very special day just because we've been waiting for this moment for a very long time, and I think the time is here. And as you can guys see behind me, there's a bunch of, what do you call these, Frank?
Luxurious cars here with the Rolls Royce, and a lot of exotic cars over here.
So you know me, I always wanted a McLaren, but that time that I went to Atlanta with my boy Justin, and I went for a ride on this McLaren 720S. I was like, you know what? I need me one of these. So since then, we've actually been looking for the right car for me, and we actually find the right spec car. The build that I actually wanted, there's a bunch of different styles, there's a bunch of different trim. You got the suede, you got the leather, you got the carbon fiber, you got this, you got that. There's a bunch of colors also. So I think my boy Gene actually found the car that I've been looking for, and it's here, and we're actually picking it up today. Remember, guys, I told you to subscribe to our channel because there's a lot of good things coming in 2023, and this is just one of them. We're here, we're in a Lamborghini Houston right now, Frank.
Yeah, we're at Lamborghini Houston. Next door is Porsche, and next door to that is McLaren.
So it's all together, pretty much. It's the same owner, owns all three dealers. So we're actually here at the Lamborghini dealer because this is like their main office or whatever. So we're gonna be going inside, we're gonna be checking out the McLaren. So are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready, bro.
And that's not the best thing about it. The best thing about it is that we're not gonna get one exotic, we're gonna get two. So my boy Frank, we're looking for a Porsche. Is it coming? Is it on the way? What are we doing?
I'm broken between the GT3 RS or a 911 Turbo S. So we'll see.
So good thing that the Porsche is right next door, and we already checked them out. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing a bunch of this stuff behind the scenes. Not really wanted to record any of this until it was accurate. But today's the day. Unfortunately, the weather is not too nice, so we bought the big trailer. We're gonna be loading up the McLaren in there, go taking it back to the shop, and then on a sunny day, we can bring it out. So let's go check out this badass McLaren.
Welcome to McLaren Life.
Yeah, oh, for sure. We're going to dinner right after this. All right, guys, well, here it is. 720S. A nice color to it, you know, not too loud, not too quiet. It's a nice gray color. And the best thing about it is the orange accents on it, because what does orange do, Frank?
If anybody's been watching Formula One on Netflix, you know, everyone knows McLaren is orange.
Yes.
It's known for that. So this one's like specced out perfectly.
Perfectly. And also, we've been watching the Formula One, so that even got me more into exotic or McLaren, you know? Now, we got all the trucks, and they're all fast. So we needed a car, and we got a couple of cars. We got the Donks and we got the Dolph, but we've never had anything like this. So it's really a dream come true to finally be able to have one of these cars. So it's been a dream and a goal. Now, we all got goals in life, but this is one of them in the car enthusiast. So it's here, it's badass. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about this car, because if y'all don't like it, I could just sell it back and give me something else, right?
Give it to Alex or something.
What do you think, Alex?
Carbon fiber.
Yes, so this car does have some carbon fiber in it, which is this, that, and it's like a $10,000, $12,000 upgrade.
And the cool part about this are the tubs right here, carbon fiber.
Some of them don't have this. They have with suede, and this one does have the carbon inside. And like I said, yeah, check out the orange in it, the seat belts. It looks pretty good. It's just like the right touch. It's not too much orange. It's just nice and simple. They're going to show us how to use it because we've never driven one before. Now, I did ride along with Justin, and Gavin had a 600 LT at the time. He had a 570 first. That's the one you raced.
The one I walked. But luckily, these cars haul ass. I mean, the acceleration on these things are sick, so they shoot out on a roll.
Yeah. So it's the 570, and then it's the 600 LT, and then it's the 720, which is this one. And then after this one, there's another one called 765, which is the same body as this one, but does have more body kit on the car itself, and I think the turbos are way bigger. But to start off, I think this is the perfect car, and then maybe later on give me another one, trade this one in or whatever. But it's a really nice car, bunch of carbon everywhere. Like, I'm sure it's light. I don't know what these cars weigh. I know these are twin turbo, so maybe we can do like an exhaust, lower it for sure, tint, you know, because they don't have no tint, and add maybe some spoilers all around. But yeah, nice car. I drove it the other day when it got here, did all the paperwork and stuff like that, just make sure everything was good, and here we are now. My favorite part about this car is the doors. So they got another one, that's another 720, which is a Spider, but the doors, they don't latch to the roof like this one. So I prefer this one. I think the other one's convertible, right? So this one's not convertible, but I like the doors on this one better. It just looks like a butterfly. Gotta check it out. Pretty much it here. It's a wrap. Once again, thank you, my boy Gene.
Thank you, man.
Helped me out find the perfect spec car that I needed, that I wanted. If you're ever looking for an exotic car,
Come see me.
where we at?
We at Lamborghini Houston, Mclaren Houston, Rolls Royce North Houston.
So if they want Lambo,
Anything.
McLaren,
You name it. McLaren, Rolls Royce, Ferrari.
there's a Viper over there.
Viper. I'm your guy.
Yeah, this
Yep.
is your guy, my boy Gene here. Once again, thank you,
I
my boy.
appreciate you guys,
It was so
man. Thank
simple, easy. I mean, it was easier to buy this than to go buy a regular truck, right, Frank?
Yeah, even the financial part, it took us like 15 minutes to get that done. At a Ford dealer, you're there for like an hour.
Now it's raining, guys, and we are not driving this thing in the rain. We got the trailer outside, so we're gonna be loading it up. Let's head out. All right, guys, day 2. Cruising the McLaren 720. It's a real badass car. It's actually faster than what I thought. I mean, we're usually in fast trucks, Frank. I mean, 0 to 60 in a second, maybe.
At the track it is, but this one, man, it just hooks and goes.
It hooks and goes. Now, it ain't all-wheel drive. It's rear-wheel drive, and it has a lot of power for being a stock vehicle. I believe it has like a little over 700 horsepower. And then once the upgrades come, we'll do probably like a little tune, an exhaust, so it can sound better. We're also thinking about dropping a little bit. We got some badass stuff coming for this car. Y'all need to stay tuned for the upgrade. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, guys, make sure to subscribe. We got a bunch of cool stuff, and not only we got this one, but we got that one over there too, which is the Porsche. Me and Frank ended up jumping into the exotic world, and since I was younger, I've always liked these cars just because, to me, the doors on these cars, bro, it just looks crazy, you know? So I've always wanted a McLaren. I never thought I was gonna have a car like this. I thought I never had the chance to be here driving this, to be able to afford this. But with hard work and dedication, anything is possible. And it's crazy because a lot of you guys probably don't know, but I'm not even from the United States. I'm from Mexico. You know what I'm saying? I went to school in Mexico. I grew up over there in Mexico. But it comes to show that if you put in a lot of work, hard dedication and stuff like that, stay focused, you can reach your goals. And I've said it a lot of times on the clips here and there, but I mean, it really does work. Stay in your lane. Like I say, stay in your lane, hard work, dedication, and focus, and you can probably reach your goals as well. Like I said, I never thought about having a car like this. It's crazy. It's a very, very expensive car. Well, at least to me. Like I said, I never thought I was gonna be able to afford a $300,000 car, but here it is. It's fun. It's different than the trucks. We usually mess with the trucks and everything, but it's a different feel. Like, the trucks are fast, but this one, it's fast on the street, and the trucks are not fast on the street. The trucks are fast at the track. I mean, me and Frank been riding trucks. Frank Brownie's pretty fast, Crackhead, Crawfish, and we got Moonshine. We got a bunch of trucks, but this feels totally different. It feels like a go-kart. Frank's been in it. Tell me your experience, Frank. How does this car feel compared to your Porsche Cayenne?
Oh, that's a world of a difference. But compared to the trucks skate a lot. This one hugs the road. You're so low to the ground, and it spins a little bit because this one's really, really fast. Yes. But once it hooks, it's fucking gone.
It is gone now. It has 3 modes that you can set it up in, which is comfort, sport, and track. When you do the track, that car actually lowers a little bit, gets a little stiffer, and it shifts is a little different too. So I like to put on track mode. I feel the car a little stiffer. The screen comes down. There's nothing to see, just the RPM. And you just hit it. It shifts by itself. I mean, it does have pedal shifter, but it shifts by itself. Real badass car. Like I said, there's a lot of things coming for this car. Like, we wanted to get into the exotic game. I mean, we've been having the cars for a while now, but we haven't shown you guys just yet. It just wasn't the right time to show you guys. And like a lot of other stuff, we have a lot of stuff that we haven't showed you guys. We just like to time it right, show you guys at the right time. And I think it's time for you guys to check out the McLaren. You'll probably be seeing it now at shows. Are we gonna be taking these cars to the shows, Frank?
Yeah, that's the plan, you know what I mean? It depends on the show. You know, if it's a big, massive show and we have a big entourage where we can haul these cars, then we'll definitely take them, for sure.
For sure. And also, guys, we wanna bring you a different perspective. This is gonna be new to us, and it's probably gonna be new to a lot of you guys with the exotic. I mean, we're gonna be going to meets. A lot of people are gonna be like, oh, you should race Frank, or you should race this, you should race him. That will come to his point, but right now I would like to enjoy the car just the way it sits, because I got a massive makeover coming for this car. So y'all need to stay tuned for that. We're linking up with a big company, but we're already linked with the big company. It's in the works. And I'm gonna say it like this: we will be going to SEMA in this car. So you already know it's gonna be crazy. Everything that we do is crazy. A lot of times, guys, we don't try, we just do it. And by taking actions, it'll take you a long way. You might be scared to take the risk here or take the risk there, but sometimes if you think about it right, it's gonna work. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that hesitate on doing things. They're scared, they're afraid, but you shouldn't be afraid. This is the country of opportunities, and everything is possible. If I can do it, you guys can do it as well. Cruising down the car, me and Frank rolling around, hauling ass everywhere. It is crazy here in Houston. The streets are not all that, and we're here in a nice place in, well, I don't know, where we at, Frank? Where we at, Frank?
We're in Post Oak, so we're like in Uptown Park, Galleria area, Westheimer.
Yeah, it's a nice area. If you guys been to Houston, this is the nice area. Where the shop is at is a little more hood. When you come to this side of town, there's a bunch of cars like this everywhere. You got G-Wagons, you got Lambos. We saw like 2 Lambos. We saw a McLaren right now cruising around. But yeah, it's a badass car. We're gonna bring a lot more content for you guys. I want you guys to check it out. I've kind of been hiding the car for a while. Big shout out to my boy Gene. Hooked us up with the cars. This car, there's a lot of options that you can get in this car, and I was looking. If I was gonna spend $300,000, I was gonna spend it in something that I really, really wanted. And this color, the orange in it, just sits perfect. Now, are we gonna leave it like this? Or are we gonna wrap it? I don't know, Frank, what we gonna do? Maybe we're gonna wrap it, right?
You guys let us know, what color would you like us to wrap the McLaren? And there's a lot of upgrades coming to it. Wheels and a whole bunch of other crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much yet.
Yeah, I mean, normally they sell spoilers and stuff like that, but we're getting just a little bit more than a spoiler. But yeah, like I say, I need to stay tuned for the upcoming content on the McLaren. And then of course, we're gonna be dropping the Porsche video as well after this one. We're gonna do something different with the Porsche, so y'all stay tuned for that. I hope you guys like the McLaren. I hope you guys like the Porsche. Frank's been a Porsche guy since a while, because I mean, when you bought your Cayenne, you didn't think you were gonna buy one of these, right?
No, I didn't think same thing. Determination, discipline, risk was a big factor in this.
Risk.
You know, I mean, we risked a lot to get to the point where we're at now. It wasn't all gravy all the time. A lot of people think, oh, it must be nice. Hey, it wasn't nice when we were losing. You know,
it wasn't. And for a lot of you guys that don't know, we started doing shows back in 2011. It's been a long journey. We've lost money, like hundreds of thousands at one point, but we just never gave up. I mean, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And when you lose, you got to take it as when you win it. So been in the business for 12, 13 years in the truck business, and I feel like we're just barely getting started. So everybody hold on tight, because there's a lot more coming. There's a lot more racing coming. Right now, everything's down. We ain't worrying about that. I mean, there's gonna be a point in time where we're gonna go racing. But right now, we're enjoying these cars. Now that I know a little bit more about the car, guys, I'm gonna show you guys exactly the little stuff that, this is the coolest part. Oh, not that, but this door. This door gets me all the time. I don't know why. I just feel like doors should not be doing this. Just, you know what I mean? And this one does it. So, get in there, Frank.
and the difference between this door and other doors, because there's other exotics that open vertically, but this one butterflies open.
Yeah, because it's not a convertible, it's a hardtop. So
Yeah.
it does the butterfly, that's what I like. Now, there is a way to get in the car. Gene told me how to get in, I forgot. I'm just gonna get in my way. This car has a lot of carbon fiber outside, in and out. It has carbon fiber right here, a little bit there, right here. There's a couple of pieces outside, and it's gonna have a lot more carbon fiber once we add the new stuff to it. So, cool thing about this car that I'll figure it out later, it does have a launch control. You know what I'm saying? You click that button, press on the brake, hit the gas, it goes. It's pretty fast. It's not that fast on take because it's a two-wheel drive car, but once it gets going, it's fucking hauling ass. Cool thing about this, right, this is the main point right here. When you turn on the car, if this is not activated, the car is on cruise mode. You know what I'm saying? So we got comfort, sport, and then track. Now, we got an H right there, we got a P right there. The H means handling. The P means power. You got your drive, neutral, and reverse. It doesn't have a parking. It has it over here. Pretty much like
Like an emergency brake.
it's emergency brake, yeah. So if you stop, there's no parking. You got to pretty much put it in neutral and then just put it right here. You know what I mean? It's on this side. It's not on this side. You got the nice little screen here. You got the nice little buttons. This right here is what makes the car go fast and go slow. If you turn on the car and if you don't activate it, nothing works. Everything's gonna be like in grandpa mode. You know what I'm saying? It's still gonna haul ass, but it's not gonna perform that well. As soon as you turn on the car, we're gonna turn on the car real quick. None of this is on.
Yeah, it's not activated.
It's not activated, so you press activate. Active right there. So we got an H right here on top. Man, that dope. We got the H up here and we got the P down here. This is power, this is handling. So if you want comfort power, you go like this. If you want comfort handling, it goes like this. This is gonna be the smoothest ride. Now, once again, the car is not that smooth. It's not a Cadillac. It's a go-kart. It's a real expensive go-kart. You want more power, you go to sport. You want the handling to be a little bit more stiffer, you go into this. And that gives it, I feel the car going up and down right now. The last one and the best one, track, which is T. Power, track, and then this happens. When this happens, that means that you're ready to roll. The car actually lowers a little bit more to the ground. The screen gets out of your face. You just see the RPM. If you're neutral, it's gonna show you what gear you're on and the miles per hour. I usually like driving it once I'm going to the shop from the crib. I got 25 minutes drive. I like to put on track. I like to hit it. There's also two little buttons right here. This is manual. If you do that, that means that no matter what settings you put it on, it's gonna be manual. You're gonna manually shift it. Press that off, it's gonna be auto shift. This is the traction control. Click that, it comes out over here. If the screen was out, it'll come out, traction control. Also, another cool thing over here, we're we're gonna turn it off. You got this arrow. If this light is not on, the wing is not up and down. When you take off, the wing comes down. When you try to stop, the wing comes up. It's funny how it works. I mean, aerodynamics and stuff like that. And we got a cooler wing coming for this car. Pretty much simple. It's a nice little tight car. You know what I'm saying? Only 2 people, 2-seater. Nothing in the back. What is this?
This is Alcantara. Alcantara. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but it's Alcantara.
Whatever it is, it looks like suede. This
it does.
It's
It's an expensive suede.
nice little, you know what I'm saying? It's not really that friendly. You know, it's not meant for you to be driving, because literally on the way over here, we're hauling ass. Every time I hit it, I lost my phone, I lost the radio. This guy, Sebastian, lost everything too. When we got here, I had nothing in my pockets, because you going, you stopping, and all that cool shit. Over here, we got the
front.
We got the motor. Not really. It's the nice little trunk. Got a nice couple of racks there, a couple of details. There's not a lot of things that you can fit in here.
A small suitcase, shopping bags.
Yeah. You go grocery shopping, you can put some stuff in here. I mean, like I said, this car is not meant to do none of that. It's just a
Race car.
yeah, it's pretty much a race car. Engines in the back. Now, these cars, if you look under the car, you can't do nothing to it. You can't even put a jack. There's nowhere to put a jack. I already tried to put in a jack. You can't do it. I can't even pop hood. If I need to do some work on it, some maintenance, I gotta take it to a dealer. I believe they gotta take everything apart. The motor's back here. Exhaust. That's another thing that I like about this car. It's like kind of midway, and the way we're gonna be running the new exhaust is gonna be a lot more crazier than this. This looks pretty cool. The new stuff is gonna be crazier. Pretty cool car, guys. Like I said, this wing goes up and down. It's a nice silver color. Got the orange brakes, because McLaren is orange, right?
Iconic McLaren. If you know McLaren, if you guys watch Formula 1 on Netflix, everyone's dressed in orange in McLaren.
Yes, because it's the color for McLaren. We got a little bit of orange inside. Just nice and simple, not too crazy. Kind of like I like it. That's why I kind of like this car, because it was just nice and simple. I like the color because it was kind of like, you know, down. I like the black wheels. I liked everything about this car. I mean, if it was for me, this car is perfect. But since we trying to change things up and we trying to be one of a kind, that's why we're going to be doing all these nice upgrades. 19, 20 in the front. Once we do upgrade wheels, we're going to do 20, 21 in the back. It's going to be like a wider wheel in the back. I mean, once we're done with this car, it's going to be a badass car. It's going to be a lot more expensive too, because this new partnership that we're doing, it's gonna be crazy. So y'all better stay tuned. And then maybe after that we can sell it. I don't know, Frank. Buy something else.
Yeah, that's later on down the road. For now, we're gonna enjoy. We're gonna do all the upgrades to it. We're gonna take it to SEMA. We're gonna take it to a crazy exclusive events for these type of cars. Yeah. And it's gonna be pretty badass.
This is all the carbon fiber. It has all these carbon fiber right there, carbon fiber right there. Now we are gonna get a lot more carbon fiber stuff, but this is the option that this car came with. There's a lot of cars that don't come with all this carbon by the door. This is all the little extra stuff that I did want it. I waited for the right moment. As you guys seen, I went to Atlanta Custom Wraps. They had a McLaren there, and once I got into, I've always wanted a McLaren. Now, when I got in it with Justin at Atlanta Custom Wraps, that was it. I was like, this is it.
You were hooked.
Yeah, I was hooked. Like, if I was doubting about getting a McLaren, I wasn't doubting anymore. I was like, that's it. I need to get. So I started looking for a car, and this one came across, and we're here now. So comment down below. Let us know what you think about the car. I mean, there's a lot of Lambo guys. There's a lot of Porsche guys. There might be a few that like the McLarens. Me personally, I love it. Not as much as the TRX. The TRX is nice. Yeah, TRX is nice, but it's a different caliber. It's a different vehicle.
We had another good day. We had another good day. If we line up enough good days, fuck around and have a good life.